From the air to the ground, the search for the Langata 6 continued. Lions on the prowl is not the kind of news you want to hear in your neighborhood, and that explains why there were boots on the ground trying to sniff out the carnivores from the residential areas where they reportedly ventured.
They were around here, all of them. They met somebody here who said they had sighted around 5 just down here towards Kibera. And so they were all here from 3 in the morning trying to look for these lions and, capture and take them safely back to the park.
It is no mean feat searching for wild animals in the concrete jungle that is Nairobi today. And even more unnerving is that this is not the only escape into the city for the lions.
Anytime we were getting it back to the park, it had to go back because it has cubs and it has to care for the cubs and it has to go back. Lions normally leave their cubs in a central place. They go to hunt and come back home. And so that is the reason why it kept going back.
This was an opportunity that presented itself to the social media gurus. Kenya Commercial Bank appears to have honed its skill in creating instant memes from anything. This time, they turned the Lions of Langata saga into a marketing opportunity. So, will you ask again what to do when an opportunity does not come to you? You see, the park that houses the Langata 6 shares a fence with the carnivore Simba Saloon. And yes, of course, there is still the question, where did the lioness go? It could be that it went to the salon. After all, it could do with a makeover after getting its cubs. Wandati doesn't think so. Instead, he's of the opinion that there is a laughing football party going on. And before you throw a football tantrum, this is what Wandati says. Hizo lions utapata zimetulia tu, hazina shida, ni watu wa Man U zinatafuta zicheke, zirudi mtaa. Christopher Kira thinks otherwise. He asks, you build a bypass through Nairobi National Park, then get surprised when lions decide to use it. Tembea Kenya. These smileys are clearly not amusing one David Bolo, who asks why 6 lions in Langata have become such a big deal when, and I quote, we have 290 hyenas in Parliament right in the heart of CBD. End of quote. Not my words. And like David Bolo says on his Twitter handle, don't believe everything you read. And I may add, don't believe everything you hear, but do take precautions while at the wheel. And especially at a time when the Langata 6 cannot be fully accounted for. You do not want to encounter animals asking for directions to watering holes, do you? The search is still on and someone is angry about all these jokes you're making about such a serious matter. They ask, why are people making jokes about the lost lions? People need to be a little sympathetic. KWS says it has finally managed to get one of the lions in the park. The other one is somewhere in the Langata barracks. As for the other 4, well, your guess is good as mine. So Nairobian, beware. Here is hoping that the wild cunningness of the Langata lions does not get the better of us. For Citizen Weekend, I am Anne Mawathe.